Welcome to the Deep Dive, the show where we cut through the noise and deliver the crucial insights you need to get smart fast.
That's right.
Today we're taking a deep dive into Aweber versus Brevo, two heavyweights in the email marketing and automation space.
Big names for sure.
And by the end of this, you'll walk away with a crystal clear understanding of each platform's unique strengths, their core capabilities, and which one might be the perfect fit to streamline your online presence, boost sales, and truly connect with your audience.
Exactly. And understanding these platforms, it isn't just about, memorizing feature lists.
No, not at all.
It's really about recognizing their strategic intent and how they empower you to build relationships, automate engagement at scale, and ultimately drive growth in what's, let's face it, a really dynamic digital landscape.
So our mission today...
Yeah, our mission is basically to extract those essential nuggets of knowledge, helping you grasp their true capabilities, their recent evolutions, and, well, what makes them tick.
We'll cut through the marketing fluff.
Absolutely. Focusing on the practical implications for everyone from, say, solopreneurs and content creators to small businesses and even growing enterprises.
Okay, let's unpack Aweber first. It's truly been around for a while, founded way back in 1998, which, in the tech world...
That's practically ancient history.
Right. But it's clearly not resting on its laurels. They're constantly evolving.
And what's fascinating here is how Aweber positions itself, despite its veteran status. They see themselves as a comprehensive, all-in-one solution, specifically tailored for small businesses and content creators. Their core value proposition, their whole philosophy, it's captured in their tagline: connect, automate, and sell your vision to the world.
So not just email anymore.
Definitely not. This isn't just about sending messages. And their recent evolution, especially with updates as recent as, June 2025, shows a strategic push into advanced capabilities.
Like what kind of things?
Things like enhanced customer relationship management tools, conversion optimization, AI-powered assistance, and genuinely sophisticated workflow automation. It's a clear move towards, intelligent, highly efficient marketing for anyone building an online presence.
So who exactly are they built for, and how does that translate into their pricing model? I mean, that's always a key question.
Right. Aweber's identity is truly that of a pioneer, a long-standing player that has seen the digital marketing landscape shift dramatically over the years.
So they've seen it all.
Pretty much. They've always focused on making powerful tools accessible, and that's reflected in their target audience. Primarily those small businesses and content creators who need robust capabilities without, overwhelming complexity.
Makes sense.
Their core value proposition, as I mentioned, really emphasizes ease of use, strong automation, and extensive integrations. It's about providing the tools to connect, automate, and help you sell your vision.
And the recent evolution you talked about, how significant is that?
Oh, it's truly significant. They've moved far beyond just email. We're talking advanced CRM-like capabilities for managing customer relationships, robust conversion tools, the integration of AI-powered assistants, and much more sophisticated workflow automation. Like I said, updates as recent as June 2025.
Wow.
This isn't just incremental improvement, it's a strategic push towards a more intelligent and efficient marketing ecosystem.
And their pricing definitely reflects that scalability, doesn't it?
Absolutely. They offer tiered pricing to ensure accessibility for everyone, from absolute beginners to larger enterprises.
Can you break down those tiers?
Sure. They have free, light, plus, and unlimited. The free plan is perfect for beginners. It supports up to 500 subscribers, allows 3,000 monthly sends, and you get a single list and basic campaign automation. It gives you a really strong foundation to start building your audience.
Okay, good starting point.
Then you have the Leap plan, starting at around $15 a month. This scales your subscriber capacity significantly, say, from 500 up to 20,000, and gives you 10 times your subscriber count in monthly sends.
10 times.
Yeah, it includes e-commerce features, more message automations, and hundreds of integrations, though maybe with some limitations on depth compared to higher tiers.
Got it. And plus?
Moving up, the Pluses plan is about $30 a month. You get even more scalability for subscribers and 12 times your subscriber count in monthly sends. Crucially, this plan offers unlimited list profiles, landing pages, automations, users, and custom segments. It's a comprehensive toolkit.
So full access, basically.
Pretty much full access to all features, including removing their branding, which is important for a professional look, right?
Definitely.
And then for the big players, there's the unlimited plan. It's a flat rate of $899 a month.
Steep, but unlimited.
Exactly. Truly unlimited subscribers, they even count unsubscribed ones in that, and 15 times your subscriber count in monthly sends. It's definitely best for large enterprises and high-volume senders.
And beyond that.
If you have over 100,000 subscribers, they offer custom pricing. So it's a very clear progression of features and capacity designed to grow with your business.
With all those fundamentals covered, here's where Aweber starts to truly differentiate itself, especially, I think, for content creators and small businesses, their approach to email automation and AI. Let's start with email creation and design. They've really focused on making it easier for everyone, haven't they?
They have, and this raises an important question, right? How does a platform balance powerful design capabilities with sheer user-friendliness, especially for those without coding skills?
Yeah, that's the challenge.
Aweber tackles this head-on. Their drag-and-drop builder is incredibly intuitive. No coding required to create visually appealing emails. Simple as that.
Nice.
They've also rolled out significant email editing improvements to make the process super fast. Things like handy keyboard shortcuts, for instance. Just typing a S on any new line lets you quickly add elements or set text styles. Little things that add up.
Oh, I like that. Like /commands.
Exactly. And for a bit of personality, there's an inline emoji picker. Makes it easy to add some flair.
So beyond just text, what kind of content can you actually put into these emails? Are there any standout elements that save time or create unique experiences?
Well, you have a wide array of content elements. The standard stuff, text, headings, lists, images, videos. But what really stands out for streamlining your content creation is the article element.
Particle element?
Yeah, it helps you maintain a uniform look when linking to blog posts or similar content. And then there's the feed element. This is really cool.
How does that work?
It dynamically pulls in your latest content from RSS feeds, think new blog posts, YouTube videos, maybe podcast episodes, and it can even expand URLs into these neat preview cards.
Ah, so it automates content curation for newsletters.
Precisely. Saves a ton of time. And of course, for those who want full control, an HTML editor is also available if you want to get under the hood.
And how about making sure those emails look good everywhere? You know, from a big desktop screen down to a tiny phone screen. And what about branding consistency?
Good questions. That's where their optimization and previews come in. There's a mobile editor for making adjustments on the go, which is handy.
Oh, definitely.
And an email mobile preview feature that basically emulates inboxes across various devices, so you can ensure your emails render perfectly before you hit send.
Peace of mind.
Exactly. For branding, theme settings allow universal brand control colors, button styles, fonts, all managed from one place. And their Smart Designer is quite clever.
Smart Designer?
Yeah, you can analyze your website and actually create branded email templates for you based on your site's design.
Whoa, really? That's impressive.
It is. Plus, they offer pre-written email campaigns if you need a starting point, a massive stock image gallery, and extensive email templates categorized by purpose. And if you're not a designer but want something truly custom, Aweber even offers professional design services, though that's an extra cost.
And on the cutting edge, how is Aweber integrating AI into all this? It seems like it's more than just a gimmick. It feels like a creative partner almost.
It really is a crucial development. Aweber has deeply woven AI into its content creation process, moving way beyond just automating the sending of emails.
How so?
Well, they have an AI writing assistant to help you overcome writer's block, just get started crafting email content. Then there's an AI-generated subject line assistant.
Does it actually help open rates?
It provides suggestions specifically designed to increase open rates. So yes, it almost guarantees better engagement by helping you test and choose effective subject lines.
Okay, that's useful.
And perhaps most impressively, the automated newsletter assistant. This thing can actually craft weekly newsletters in your voice, using your existing content and style without you needing to provide constant prompts.
Seriously, in my voice.
That's the goal. It learns your style. This really emphasizes a move towards automating the creation of high-quality, personalized content. It saves users significant time and effort.
That sounds like a game changer for content creators especially. Just automating that weekly newsletter grind. Wow.
It really could be.
Now, let's talk about automation itself. Aweber has been known for autoresponders, the basic sequential emails, but I hear they've made a big leap with something called workflows. How does this transform their automation capabilities?
This is a really significant point. The evolution to workflows, with those recent updates, signifies a major upgrade. It's a fundamental shift from linear autoresponders to much more sophisticated, behavior-driven automation.
So we're more flexible.
Much more flexible. You now have a truly visual workflow editor that's intuitive for building out these smart email sequences. Drag and drop, you see the whole flow.
Visual is always better for that stuff.
Absolutely. They've also added version control for streamlined editing and auto-saving, making it easier to tweak and perfect your sequences without losing previous work. And while they still offer straightforward automated email responses, the classic autoresponder, the real power, comes from things like RSS-triggered emails.
You mentioned that feed element earlier. Is this related?
It is. This means if you publish a new blog post, YouTube video, or podcast episode, Aweber can instantly notify your subscribers with an automatically sent email linking to that new content.
Okay, that feature alone saves content creators a tremendous amount of time. No more manual broadcast for every new piece.
Exactly. Huge time saver.
That's a huge leap from basic autoresponders. But for someone running a small business, how does something like split paths for dynamic journeys actually translate into more sales or better customer relationships on a daily basis? That sounds complex.
It sounds complex, but the impact is straightforward. It ties into behavioral automation, which means sending targeted emails based on how your subscribers actually interact with your messages or website.
Okay, behavior-based.
Yes, but the biggest leap, and a true differentiator now, is split paths for dynamic journeys. This uses conditional logic.
Give me an example.
Okay, say a subscriber opens an email offer. They can automatically go down path A, maybe receiving a follow-up with more details or a slightly different angle. But if they don't open it after a certain time, they can automatically be routed down path B for maybe a reminder, or perhaps a completely different incentive to re-engage them.
Ah, so it tailors the follow-up based on their action or lack of action.
Precisely. This allows for incredibly personalized content delivery at scale and really optimizes engagement. You're not just blasting everyone with the same sequence.
Can you test which path works better?
Yes. You can conduct built-in A/B split testing directly within these workflows. Test subject lines, content, timing, even the logic of the split paths themselves, without needing to create an entirely separate parallel series.
That's powerful.
Very. And for real business growth, features like purchase-based tagging are key. This lets you tag subscribers based on what they buy, allowing for precise segmentation and personalized follow-ups like upsells or related product offers. And one more thing, time zone sending. This ensures your emails arrive at the optimal time in your subscribers' local time zones, not, 3 a.m. their time. It definitely boosts engagement globally.
So what does this all mean for managing who you're actually talking to? And, critically, making sure your emails actually land in their inbox instead of getting lost in the dreaded spam folder.
Right. If we connect this to the bigger picture, Aweber's robust tools for audience management are absolutely critical. You need to maintain a healthy and engaged email list. That directly impacts your deliverability and ultimately your return on investment.
So what tools do they give you for subscriber management?
First, under subscriber management, you have comprehensive tools for importing lists, maintaining data accuracy, and importantly, allowing for subscriber self-management of their preferences and profile info. People like having that control.
Good point. What about importing? Is it just dumping a CSV?
You can import via CSV, but when you import subscribers in bulk, Aweber proactively screens those imported lists against a database of known undeliverable addresses, trying to catch problems early.
That's helpful.
Yeah, and you can easily view all your subscribers, search them using various criteria, and track their individual activity clicks, opens, page visits, purchase history, interactions. It gives you a real picture of who's engaged.
All that data must feed into their segmentation, right? How does Aweber make sure you're sending the right message to the right person at the right time?
Precisely. Their segmentation and tagging features are key to that personalization. Segmentation allows you to create groups based on pretty much any data point you have: subscriber activity, profile traits, purchase history, location, tags.
And you mentioned AI here too.
Yes, what's particularly powerful now is their AI-powered dynamic segmentation. This uses AI agents to automatically create and continuously update dynamic segments based on real-time behavior, purchase history, and engagement levels. So your segments are always current.
So the segment updates itself.
Exactly. No manual updating needed for those dynamic ones. And the tagging system is fundamental. It lets you categorize subscribers in flexible ways, applying multiple tags for relevance. Then you can easily save and send to segments, ensuring your messages are always personalized and highly relevant.
Now let's talk about the elephant in the room for anyone doing email marketing: deliverability and compliance. How does Aweber ensure your emails actually get where they're supposed to go, and crucially, that you're staying on the right side of the law?
This is paramount, and Aweber takes it very seriously. They offer deep deliverability expertise from their own in-house specialists. They have tools to actively manage email deliverability, including integrated spam filter testing before you send.
Okay. What about the technical side? Things like DKIM and DMRs.
Yeah, they've made those crucial technical settings like DKIM and DMARS setup much easier for the average user. Think of these as digital signatures and verification checks for your emails.
Why are they so important now?
Well, big providers like Gmail and Yahoo are getting much stricter. Properly setting up DKIM, DMARC, and also SPF tells them your emails are legitimate and authorized, massively increasing the chances they land in the inbox, not the spam folder. Aweber guides you through this setup.
That's good, because that stuff can be confusing.
It really can be. They also ensure other email authentication techniques are in place for security and deliverability, and for list hygiene, which is vital.
What do they offer there?
Their bounce management is automatic. It flags undeliverable addresses and even unsubscribes emails that hard bounce or soft bounce repeatedly, like 3 or more times in 6 months. They also provide suppression lists if you need to temporarily exclude certain recipients without fully unsubscribing them.
And legal compliance, like GDPR, CAN spam, that's obviously vital for anyone sending emails, especially globally.
Absolutely. They ensure CAN Spam Act compliance in the U.S., things like clear unsubscribe options, physical addresses, clear sender ID. And for global reach, they are fully GDPR compliant, offering compliant forms, consent management tools, and they adhere to the European Commission's standard contractual clauses for international data transfers.
Any certifications?
Yes, they hold Privacy Shield certification and PCI security certification for payments, and they're a member of M3AAWG, the Messaging, Malware, and Mobile Anti-Abuse Working Group, which focuses on fighting spam and abuse.
Sounds comprehensive on the security front, too.
Very. They have continuous monitoring for fraud, tiered account access, encryption for data in transit and at rest. Really robust security practices.
That's incredibly thorough. What about accessibility for your audience? This is often an overlooked but really crucial aspect of online communication.
This is an area where Aweber goes, I think, above and beyond many competitors. They offer an Aweber accessibility widget.
A widget? How does that work?
It's an AI and assistive technology-based tool designed for WCAG and AK compliance. WCAG is the Web Content Accessibility Guidelines, and ADA is the Americans with Disabilities Act.
So it makes your emails and landing pages more accessible.
Exactly. It automatically provides over 70 accessibility features. Things like a built-in screen reader for visually impaired users, skip links for easier keyboard navigation, and numerous content adjustments.
Like what kind of adjustments?
Things like a dyslexia-friendly font option, adjustable font sizing, different color and contrast profiles to help people with visual impairments. It also supports talk and type, voice navigation, and even supports 140+ languages for interface adjustments.
Wow. Does it help with images? Alt text is so important.
Yes, the widget's dashboard provides an accessibility score for your content and includes AI-based automated image alt text remediation. This means it can automatically generate descriptive text for images, which is vital for screen readers.
That's huge. So while they explicitly state Aweber cannot be used for the purpose of cleaning your mailing list,
Right, they're not a list cleaning service per se.
they give you all the tools to do it yourself, maintain list hygiene responsibly, and make your content accessible. That's a good distinction. They really empower you.
It does. They empower you to manage your list effectively and responsibly, which ultimately benefits everyone by maintaining a healthy sender reputation across their entire platform.
Okay, shifting gears slightly. Beyond just email, Aweber really wants to be more of your online hub, right? Let's talk about their landing pages and other web tools. This truly speaks to that one-stop shop idea they seem to be pushing.
Exactly. Aweber's move to offer these additional tools signals their ambition to be a more comprehensive solution, going beyond just the inbox. Their landing page builder is specifically designed for lead and sales generation.
So creating standalone pages for specific campaigns.
Precisely. Helping you create single web pages focused on specific actions,
Yeah.
like signing up for a webinar or buying a product. And they give you hundreds of professionally designed landing page templates.
Saves a lot of design time, I bet.
Absolutely. They're mobile responsive, cover over 100 industries, and it's all drag and drop design, so again, no coding required.
Can you use your own domain?
Yes, you can connect your custom domain for branding. They also have a built-in Canva integration for creating eye-catching images right within the builder. And you can track performance easily with Google Analytics and the Facebook Pixel. They even specifically support video landing pages.
Nice. And their sign-up forms, are they as versatile? I know generating leads is a constant challenge for businesses. How do they help there?
The sign-up form builder is designed specifically to help you gain more subscribers and grow your email lists. You get unlimited forms, even on the free plan. They're user-friendly and mobile-optimized right out of the box.
Do you need a website to use them?
No, and that's a key benefit. No website required. Aweber hosts the forms and provides shareable links you can use anywhere, social media, email signatures, etc.
Oh, okay. That's handy for people just starting out.
Definitely. They also integrate directly with social media, allowing you to add forms easily to your Facebook pages. You can use custom fields to gather personalized information, which, as we know, leads to higher click rates on personalized emails later.
Can you test the forms?
Yes, there are extensive customization and design options with pre-built templates, and you can run A/B split testing on different form elements, headlines, button text, colors to optimize conversion rates. And again, this is included in the free plan.
What kinds of forms can you make? Just embedded ones?
No, various form types. Inline forms embedded in your content, popovers, light boxes, and traditional pop-ups, with granular display options like time delays, scroll triggers, and recurrence controls.
Okay, pretty flexible. What about other web tools?
They also offer web push notifications. These let you send timely updates directly to website visitors who opt in via their browser. Great for promoting new content, sales, or announcements. Requires an HTTPS website, though.
And I saw something about a link in bio page, like for Instagram.
Exactly. For social media creators, the link in bio page feature helps consolidate your online presence. It lets you create a simple, mobile-friendly page that acts as a central hub for all your important links, website, shop, latest video, whatever, and you can embed promotions or newsletter sign-up forms right there.
Okay, that really underlines Aweber's shift to be a one-stop shop, beyond just email. They're trying to cover more of that online presence.
Absolutely.
Now, let's talk about the money. How does Aweber help you actually monetize your audience directly without necessarily sending them off to a third-party e-commerce site every time?
Right. This is where Aweber has truly expanded its scope in recent years. They've transformed from purely a marketing tool into a direct sales platform, which is especially powerful for creators and small businesses.
So you can sell things right from Aweber.
Yes. Their e-commerce platform allows you to sell diverse products and services directly from your Aweber landing pages. This includes digital products like ebooks, webinars, memberships, courses, or even tickets to events. You can also use it to collect tips and donations.
Can you do subscriptions? Recurring payments, that's a huge deal for many creators and membership sites.
Yes, absolutely. It supports subscription and payment plans with recurring monthly, quarterly, or annual billing options.
How is the payment processing handled?
All payments are handled via an integrated payment processing partnership with Stripe, so it's secure and reliable. And they offer multi-currency support for over 100 currencies, making international sales easy.
Is it easy to set up products?
It's designed for easy product integration. You can add products to your landing page with just a few clicks. And a really powerful feature is the automation with tags.
How does that work?
When someone makes a purchase, you can automatically apply specific tags. This allows you to trigger targeted follow-up workflows like a welcome sequence for new members or an upsell offer and segment your lists based on purchase behavior.
Very smart. What about customizing the checkout?
You get extensive button customization for your sales forms, and you can customize the look of your order form and receipt. Importantly, on paid plans, you can remove the Our branding and edit the text on the receipt for a fully branded experience.
Good. What about opt-ins for buyers?
By default, new subscribers added through a purchase are set to single opt-in, streamlining the buying process.
Okay, fees. There are always fees. What does Our charge?
Yes, Aweber charges transaction fees on top of Stripe's standard processing fees. It's 0.60% if you're on the Aweber Plus plan and 1.00% if you're on the light or free plans.
So, a small percentage per sale. And how do you track if the sales are actually coming from your emails?
Good question. They offer sales tracking features that allow you to see the revenue generated per email sent, and they highlight a key metric, revenue per email, RPE, or sometimes revenue per 1,000 emails, RPME.
How is RPE calculated?
It's calculated as your total revenue divided by the number of emails sent minus the number of bounces, so revenue sent bounces. This metric is incredibly valuable.
Why is it so important?
Because it helps you understand the direct monetary contribution of your email list and compare the actual financial success of different campaigns or automations. It moves beyond just opens and clicks to actual revenue impact.
Okay, we've touched on AI a bit already in content creation, but let's dive deeper. How profoundly has Aweber woven artificial intelligence into its platform? It seems like it's cropping up everywhere.
It really is. It's not just an add-on feature here and there. AI is becoming a fundamental layer across Aweber's offering. Their aim seems to be significantly reducing manual effort and improving personalization at scale.
So beyond the writing and subject line help.
Right. Beyond the AI writing assistant, subject line assistant, and that automated newsletter assistant we discussed for content, they're leveraging AI agents for marketing campaign management.
AI agents, what do they do?
These agents analyze your historical email performance data. They can suggest optimal send times based on past engagement, recommend improvements for subject lines and content, monitor engagement in real time as a campaign goes out, and identify subscriber behavior patterns for more effective segmentation.
Whoa, so it's actively analyzing and suggesting optimizations.
Exactly. This isn't just about generating content, it's about optimizing the entire campaign strategy and execution.
So it really shifts marketing from being purely reactive sending and seeing what happens to being more proactive, providing actionable insights before and during campaigns.
It truly does. This is AI-driven content creation and optimization at a higher level. Generating drafts, yes, but also analyzing your top-performing content to understand what works, helping maintain a consistent brand voice, and setting up intelligent tests for variations.
What about managing the audience itself?
There's AI for list management and segmentation. This can automatically help clean your lists by identifying potentially invalid addresses, duplicates, or highly unengaged subscribers that might be hurting your deliverability. And as we mentioned, it creates and updates those dynamic segments based on behavior and purchase history.
And for analyzing results.
AI in A/B testing and analytics helps set up more sophisticated tests than you might do manually, analyzes the results statistically, provides clear recommendations on winning variations, tracks KPIs, and generates detailed reports.
Any other areas AI touches?
Yes, AI for campaign performance optimization continuously monitors your ongoing campaigns and automations, can suggest real-time adjustments, identifies underperforming segments that might need attention, and provides predictive analytics about future performance. There's even AI for integration management to help coordinate data flow between Aweber and other connected marketing tools, ensuring contact information stays consistent and triggering automated workflows across platforms. It's becoming pervasive.
Connectivity is everything in today's digital world. You just mentioned integrations. How well does Aweber play with other tools you might already be using or might want to use in the future?
This is absolutely crucial. Aweber clearly aims to be a central hub, and their extensive list of integrations signals a strong understanding that businesses rely on a variety of specialized tools. The key question, always, is how seamlessly they integrate.
How many integrations are we talking?
Aweber boasts direct integrations with over 750 tools. That's a pretty significant number.
750 plus. Wow. What kind of tools?
It covers major categories. Things like payment processing, PayPal, Stripe are obvious ones. E-commerce platforms like Shopify and WooCommerce. Website and CMS tools like WordPress, ClickFunnels, Divi, Beaver Builder. Forms and surveys like Typeform, Gravity Forms, WP Forms. Social media and ads like Facebook Lead Ads, ManyChat. Scheduling tools like Calendly. And other marketing automation and CRM systems like HubSpot or ActiveCampaign. Lots of ground covered.
So chances are your existing core tools might connect directly.
There's a very good chance, yes.
What about platforms like Zapier or Make, which act as connectors to thousands of other apps?
Absolutely essential these days. Through Zapier integrations and also IFTTT integrations, Aweber connects with hundreds, potentially thousands, more tools. This enables really extensive automated workflows between Aweber and almost any other app you can think of without requiring you to write any code.
How does that work practically, like triggers and actions?
Exactly. You can set up triggers in Zapier based on events in Aweber, like a new subscriber being added, or someone getting tagged, or making a purchase. And then define actions in other apps, like adding that subscriber to a Google Sheet, creating a task in your project management tool, or sending a notification somewhere else, or vice versa. Actions in other apps can trigger things in Aweber.
Okay, so very flexible for non-coders. What about developers who need something more custom?
For developers who need deeper integration or have unique requirements beyond pre-built connections, Aweber provides comprehensive API documentation. It's all available publicly on their website, detailing how to interact with their system programmatically.
Do they offer support for API users?
Yes, and this is a strong point. For users needing bespoke solutions or running into complex issues, they offer custom API integration support via email, connecting you directly with their engineering team for assistance. This commitment to an open API and direct developer support makes Aweber highly extensible, which is a huge advantage for businesses with unique or evolving technical needs.
Okay, so beyond just sending emails and automating sequences, how does Aweber help you understand if what you're doing is actually working? Impacting the bottom line, making you money.
Right, this is where the rubber meets the road, isn't it? Data is king, and Weber's reporting seems focused on providing actionable insights, not just drowning you in raw numbers.
What are the core performance metrics they track?
For email performance metrics, they offer the standard but essential reports. The opens report, totally unique opens, great for gauging subject line effectiveness and finding optimal send times. The click-throughs report, tracking link clicks, showing what content resonates. The unsubscribes report, understanding why people leave, helping retention strategies. And the bounces report, highlighting undeliverable addresses for list hygiene.
Quick overviews available too.
Yes, broadcast stats and campaign stats give you quick performance snapshots. But you can also drill down into more granular data, like broadcast web hit and sales tracking, identifying the most popular links within a broadcast, and analyzing broadcast split tests. For direct revenue insights, as we discussed, there's the email sales tracking and advanced message analytics.
How about audience growth and that crucial RPE metric you mentioned earlier?
For subscriber growth and activity reports, you can track new subscribers daily, weekly, or monthly. You can also easily view unsubscribers versus total subscribers to monitor list churn and overall growth trends. You get audience insights like subscriber location data based on IP address, showing country, region, city breakdowns.
Does reporting differ by plan?
Yes, generally there are different levels of analytics. Simple subscriber and message analytics are available on lower tiers, while advanced audience and account analytics with more depth are usually on the higher plans like Plus.
And how does testing feed into analytics?
Their A/B testing analytics feature is crucial here. It lets you systematically compare multiple email campaigns, different subject lines, content variations, send times. You can split test not just broadcast emails, but also sign-up forms to optimize lead capture. And importantly, they have that built-in A/B split testing within workflow capability, so you can test and analyze optimizations directly inside your automated sequences.
And that RPE metric comes back here too.
Absolutely. Revenue per email, RPE, is a key performance indicator they provide in their reporting, calculated as revenue divided by email sent bounces. It's incredibly valuable, as we said, for understanding the direct revenue contribution of your email efforts and comparing the financial success of different campaigns. It ties your email activity directly to sales.
Can you see stats across your whole account?
Yes, they offer account-wise statistics, giving you an overview of opens, clicks, sales, and growth across all your lists combined. And you can access reporting on the go via the mobile Aweber website or their dedicated stats app.
Finally, let's look at the backbone, how Aweber handles account management itself and how they support their users when things go wrong or they need help.
Right. A platform is only as good as its support structure and the flexibility it offers for managing your account, especially as you grow or work with a team. Aweber's comprehensive ecosystem here is a significant value add, particularly for small businesses who might not have dedicated technical staff.
We covered the pricing tiers, but maybe a quick recap.
Sure. The pricing plan's overview includes Aweber Free, up to 500 subs, basic features. Aweber Lite, starting $15 records, scale subsends, add decom. Aweber Plus, starting $30 emitters, more sends, unlimited everything, full features, branding removal, and Aweber Unlimited, $899 flat for high volume. Scaled pricing is subscriber-based.
What about adding team members?
For teams, they support unlimited users on the paid plans. Lite plus Unlimited, this is a great feature. They have distinct user roles and permissions. The owner, full control, admin, most control, manages users, and team member, access features, no billing user management.
How do you manage these users?
There's a straightforward user management page where owners and admins can add new users, change their roles, or remove them as needed. It's important to note, though, that adding additional users is not available on the Aweber free plan. That's a limitation of the free tier.
Okay. What about basic account settings?
You have standard account settings and customization options. Changing billing address, managing notification preferences, changing the physical address displayed in emails for canned spam compliance. You could also easily switch between accounts if you manage multiple Aweber accounts linked to the same email address.
And if you need help, what are the support channels?
Their customer support channels are known for being quite good. They offer 24/7 support via live chat, email, and even phone support. Phone support and priority handling are typically emphasized for the Plus and Unlimited plans.
What about self-help resources?
Plenty of those. A comprehensive knowledge base, helpful video tutorials, an active Aweber community forum where you can ask questions and share tips with other users, And, of course, the direct customer solutions team.
I heard they help with switching from other providers.
Yes, they offer a free account migration service. This is a big help. They'll assist you in seamlessly transferring your subscriber data, lists, and even email templates from your previous email service provider, USP, to Aweber, handling the login info securely. Takes a lot of the migration headache away.
And if you need more hands-on strategic help,
For that, they have the Aweber Certified Experts Program. This connects you with trained freelancers and agencies who are experts in using Aweber. You can hire them for specific projects, strategic guidance, or ongoing management to help scale your business and achieve your email marketing goals.
that concludes Aweber's section then. It's clear they've really built out a very comprehensive support ecosystem. It's not just about selling software. It feels like they're invested in user success.
I agree. The support structure is definitely a strong point.
Now let's pivot. Let's talk about Brevo. They've undergone a pretty significant transformation, haven't they? From their previous identity as Send and Blue, rebranding and expanding into a much larger suite of tools. How does their approach differ from Aweber's focus on, say, email-first expansion?
It differs quite fundamentally, actually. Brevo is, by design, conceived as a multifaceted suite comprising 5 interconnected platforms. It's a very deliberate strategy.
5 platforms.
Yes. Their goal is to offer a unified solution covering the entire customer lifecycle, from initial marketing outreach through sales conversion and on to ongoing customer service and support.
What are those 5 platforms?
We're talking about their marketing platform, their sales platform, which is essentially a CRM, the conversations platform for real-time interaction, a customer data platform, CDP, for deeper analytics, and a robust messaging API for developers.
So it's much broader than just marketing automation.
Much broader. And this isn't just a rebrand slapped on the same old product. It's backed by strategic acquisitions they've made. Companies like Metrillo for e-commerce analytics, Chatra for live chat, Pushal for web push notifications. These acquisitions underscore their ambition to create a truly holistic customer engagement hub.
What problem are they trying to solve with this suite approach?
Their aim is really to solve those common business pains. Disjointed customer communications across different tools, difficulties in actually converting leads generated by marketing, and a general lack of visibility into the full customer journey from start to finish.
Yeah.
I want to bring it all together.
So who are they targeting with this broad approach? Is it the same audience as Aweber, or are they aiming bigger, maybe more towards enterprise?
That's interesting. Their market positioning is uniquely dual-focused. On one hand, they absolutely target SMBs and startups. They do this with a very generous free plan and really competitive pricing on their entry-level paid plans, emphasizing that no prior technical skills are needed to get started. But simultaneously, they're clearly going after larger organizations with their business and especially their enterprise plans, which unlock really advanced capabilities like the CDP and enhanced security features.
So they're competing with HubSpot and those types?
Exactly. They actively compete with more expensive integrated platforms like HubSpot. They even have case studies claiming significant cost savings like $30,000 annually for one company that switched. Brevo's pitch is essentially, get a comprehensive business operating system, but at a far more accessible price point than the big enterprise players.
Okay, so let's break down those platforms. Starting with their marketing platform. How does it stack up against Aweber's core offerings, especially thinking about that multi-channel focus Brevo seems to have?
Right. Brevo's marketing platform is indeed conceived as a multi-channel engagement engine. It directly competes with Aweber in many core email areas, but often extends beyond.
How's their email editor?
For email campaign management, they have a user-friendly drag-and-drop editor, similar to Aweber's. You can build emails with various content blocks, text, images, video, buttons, dividers, social links. They also include things like payment links directly in emails and allow custom HTML snippets.
What about branding?
A key feature for brand consistency, available on their business plans and higher, is their brand library. This can automatically import your logo, brand fonts, and primary colors directly from your website, making it easy to keep emails on brand.
Do they have templates? AI features?
Yes, they offer around 40-60 plus professionally designed, responsive templates, or you can build from scratch. Like Aweber, they also integrate AI, which they call Aura AI. This assists with subject line generation and email content generation.
Anything unique in their AI for email?
They have a feature called predictive sending, which is AI-driven and available on business plans and up. It analyzes individual recipient engagement patterns to optimize the send time for each person, aiming to maximize open rates.
Interesting. A/B testing. reporting.
Yes. A/B testing is available for subject lines and email content, again, typically on business plans and higher. Their reporting is tiered. Basic reporting on lower plans and more advanced reporting on Business Plus plans, which includes detailed open-click heat maps, geography breakdowns, device reports, etc. They also offer unique reports like a carbon footprint report for your email activity and a marketing benchmark report comparing your stats to others in your industry.
So they're strong on the content and sending side. What about managing who you send emails to? I know Brevo has a notable differentiator here regarding contact limits.
Yes, for audience segmentation and personalization, a major differentiator is that Brevo offers unlimited contacts on most of its plans, even the free one. Unlike many competitors, including Aweber, that charge based on the number of subscribers you have.
That's a huge deal, isn't it? Especially if your priority is just growing your database quickly.
It's a massive advantage for list growth, absolutely. You can grow your database without immediate cost increases tied to subscriber count, though you will eventually pay based on the volume of emails you send. You can organize contacts into lists and folders.
How powerful is their segmentation?
Their segmentation engine is very robust. You can create dynamic contact lists based on a wide range of criteria. Standard contact attributes, purchase history from connected e-commerce stores, email engagement behavior, website activity, and even based on associated objects in their built-in CRM, like deals or companies linked to the contact.
AI for segmentation, too.
Yes, they offer AI segmentation features, but that's typically reserved for their top-tier enterprise plans. For personalization within emails, you can use any stored contact attribute, and they support dynamic content, allowing you to show or hide specific content blocks within an email based on the segment the recipient belongs to.
How sophisticated is their marketing automation? We know Aweber really stepped up with workflows. How does Brevo compare? Is it just email or truly multi-channel?
Their marketing automation and workflows are a cornerstone of the platform and have been historically quite strong. You get a visual workflow builder with both classic and more modern interface options.
What kind of triggers and logic can you use?
You can initiate automations with a wide range of triggers and logic, things like email activity, opens, clicks, contact list changes, form submissions, or website activity tracked via their script. Crucially, the workflow builder includes powerful logic steps like if-else conditions, time delays, and the ability to A/B test different paths within a single workflow.
Do they offer pre-built templates?
Yes, they offer pre-built automation templates for common scenarios like welcome series, abandoned cart recovery, happy birthday emails, etc. But you can also build complex, custom multi-channel workflows from scratch.
How does the website tracking work?
By installing the Brevo Tracker script on your website, similar to a Facebook Pixel or Google Analytics tag, you can monitor page visits and track custom events, like button clicks or video views. This behavioral data can then be used to trigger highly targeted automations.
And the actions within a workflow aren't just email.
Correct. Workflow actions can include send email, yes, but also send SMS, send a web push notification, or update a contact property in the CRM. This makes it truly omni-channel automation.
What about capturing leads in the first place?
For lead capture and conversion tools, they have a robust form builder. You can create custom sign-up forms, embeddable ones, static links, pop-ups, exit intent forms, even gamified pop-ups like spin-to-win wheels. These are customizable with custom fields, successor messages, Google Cat PTCHA, and support double opt-in, DOI. They also have a dedicated landing page builder, though this feature is typically restricted to business plans and up.
Okay, that covers the marketing platform. Now, Brevo calls itself an all-in-one solution, and you mentioned a big part of that is its sales platform. How does this integrate with the marketing side to manage the entire customer journey from lead to sale?
Right, this sales platform, essentially their built-in CRM, is absolutely crucial for Brevo's sticky ecosystem strategy. By offering core CRM functionality at a very competitive price point, even included in the free plan to some extent, it aims to prevent users from needing separate, often more expensive, dedicated CRM tools like Salesforce or Pipedrive, especially for SMBs. This significantly increases the switching costs once you're using it.
So what can you actually do in the sales platform? Pipeline management.
Yes, for pipeline and deal management, you get visual pipelines with a familiar drag-and-drop interface for moving deals through stages. You can create customizable sales pipelines. You can set up multiple pipelines for different products or processes on the Pro Plus plans, though the free plan is limited to just one pipeline with a cap of 50 open deals.
Can you track tasks and deals?
Absolutely. You get deal tracking, where you can associate contacts, companies, notes, and values with each deal. And task management allows you to create, assign, and track sales-related tasks for yourself or team members, ensuring follow-ups don't get missed.
Is there automation within the sales pipeline itself?
Yes, the platform supports sales automation features on the Pro Plus plans. This allows you to automate repetitive tasks within the pipeline, like sending follow-up emails when a deal moves stage or creating a task when a deal stagnates. There's also automated deal tracking capabilities.
What about actually communicating with prospects and leads from the CFM?
This is where their sales, communication, and engagement features shine. A standout is their integrated Brevo phone feature.
Brevo Phone. You can make calls from the platform.
Yes, on Pro Plus plans, you can make and receive phone calls directly from within the CRM interface, automatically logging the calls against the contact record. It even supports call recording and call forwarding.
That's quite integrated. What else?
They also provide a robust meeting scheduling tool, similar to Calendly, allowing prospects to book meetings directly into your calendar. This includes options for video conferencing integration and round-robin meeting scheduling to automatically distribute meetings among available team members.
And for team collaboration on sales.
For collaboration, there's a shared inbox feature. This allows multiple team members to manage a central sales email address, like sales@yourcompany.com. You can assign conversations to specific reps, share internal notes on emails, and track responses centrally. It really brings sales communication and potentially support into the same ecosystem, breaking down silos. They even have an AI feature, Aura AI, contact enrichment on Pro Plus, that tries to automatically find more info about your contacts.
And what about customer interactions after the sale or just general support? That's where the Conversations platform comes in, right? It sounds like it's designed to capture everything in one place.
Precisely. The Conversations platform is designed to capture customer interactions across multiple real-time channels and centralize them. It's not just a support tool, though. It's also a critical data acquisition engine. The context gathered here feeds valuable insights back into the marketing and sales platforms.
So live chat is a big part of this.
Yes. For live chat and proactive engagement, you can add a customizable live chat widget to your website. They also offer a chatbot builder.
Can the chatbot handle much?
It can automate simple replies, provide 24/7 support for common questions, and even act as a lead capture bot, asking qualifying questions and collecting contact information. Using visitor intelligence, the platform can track visitor behavior on your site and allow you to trigger proactive, targeted chat messages based on pages visited or time on site.
What's the universal inbox feature? That sounds key.
It really is the standout feature here. The universal inbox acts as a central hub, consolidating conversations from live chat, email, connected support addresses, WhatsApp, business messages, Facebook Messenger, and even Instagram direct messages into a single, manageable queue for your support or sales agents.
So agents don't have to constantly switch between different apps.
Exactly. It prevents agents from having to juggle multiple tools and gives them a complete unified history of a customer's interactions across all those channels right in one place. This context is invaluable.
Does AI help the agents here?
Yes, the Aura AI Assistant has a feature for live chat summary. When an agent picks up a chat, the AI can provide a quick summary of the conversation so far, giving them instant context without having to read through the entire transcript.
That's useful. Can agents use it on mobile?
Yes, there's a dedicated mobile app for the Conversations platform, iOS and Android, so agents can respond on the go. They also have efficiency tools like save replies for common questions, internal notes for collaboration, and chat ratings and reports to track performance.
And it integrates with the big social messaging apps.
Yes, direct integrations with Facebook Messenger, Instagram Direct Message, and WhatsApp Business API are core to the platform's value.
Okay, now for potentially more advanced needs, especially for larger businesses or those very data-focused, Brevo introduces its Customer Data Platform, or CDP. This really goes beyond what most traditional email marketing platforms offer, doesn't it? Why would a platform like Brevo need a full CDP?
That's a great question. Including a CDP signals Brevo's strategic move to serve more sophisticated, data-driven organizations. It acts as a powerful retention tool, preventing large customers from churning and moving to more advanced and expensive, dedicated CDP competitors as their data needs grow.
So what does the Brevo CDP actually do? How does it centralize intelligence?
The Brevo Customer Data Platform, CDP, is designed to be that single source of truth for all customer data. For data unification and identity resolution, its primary job is multi-source data import. It can ingest data from various places, your databases, data warehouses, FTP uploads, APIs from other systems.
How does it handle all that disparate data?
It structures all this incoming information using a universal data model, based on standard business objects like customers, products, orders, events, etc. Then critically, it performs identity resolution,
Identity resolution.
merging profiles. Exactly. Using custom deduplication rules that you define, it merges different profiles that likely belong to the same person, e.g., identified by email, phone, user ID across different systems, and assigns a single, unique ID. This creates that coveted single customer view, even if their data originated in multiple places. It uses a multi-table data model to keep everything organized.
Unless the data is unified, what can you do with it? Analytics, scoring.
Yes. For customer analytics and scoring, they include tools like data prep custom rules. These are essentially no-code recipes you can build to automatically clean, reformat, and enrich the raw data as it comes in, making it ready for analysis without needing complex coding.
And scoring, like predicting value.
Precisely. A key feature is their scoring library. This allows you to apply sophisticated scoring models like RFM, which stands for Recency, Frequency, Monetary Value. This helps you identify your most valuable and engaged customers based on their purchase behavior. Similarly, you can calculate LTV, or lifetime value, helping you understand the total revenue a customer is expected to generate over their entire relationship with your business. These scores can then be used for segmentation and targeting. The CDP data can also be integrated with external customer analytics and BI integration tools, or used with native CDP analytics for enterprise clients.
Okay, that's pretty advanced. Now, for those who need to build truly custom solutions or deeply integrate Brevo into their own applications, Brevo offers a messaging API and a developer toolkit. How robust is this side of the platform, and are there any potential nuances or watch-outs developers should be aware of?
The API certainly showcases Brevo's powerful back-end infrastructure. However, some user reports online, particularly at developer forums or places like Reddit, suggest there might be a potential disconnect between the breadth of the API and the actual developer experience. Some mention encountering outdated documentation occasionally or minor implementation quirks that require workarounds. It's powerful, but perhaps not always as polished as some might expect.
So what are the core capabilities of the API?
Their core API capabilities are built around a comprehensive REST API, version 3. REST API, for those less familiar, is just a standardized way for different computer systems to communicate over the web. This API provides programmatic access to nearly all of the platform's functions.
Is it omni-channel too?
Yes, it's omnichannel. There are dedicated API endpoints specifically for sending email, SMS, and WhatsApp messages, as well as interacting with the Conversations API programmatically.
What are common use cases?
A primary use case is transactional messaging. Think password reset emails, order confirmations, shipping notifications. The API is optimized for high deliverability for these critical messages. You can also use it for inbound email parsing, processing emails sent to your application, and extensive programmatic management.
What can you manage via the API?
You can programmatically create, read, update, and delete contacts, lists, folders, and attributes. You can create, schedule send campaigns, and retrieve reporting data. You can manage senders and domains, manage sub-accounts if you're an agency, and even manage companies and deals within the CRM. It's very comprehensive.
What resources do they provide for developers?
For developer resources, they provide official SDKs, software development kits, for popular programming languages like PHP, Python, and Node.js, which simplify interacting with the API. They offer robust webhook support, allowing your application to receive real-time notifications from Brevo about events like email opens, clicks, bounces, or contact updates. They maintain a dedicated developer portal with extensive API documentation, code recipes, examples, and an official Postman workspace, which helps developers test API calls easily. They also provide tools for API key management and features like extended log retention for transactional messages and transactional domain blocking for security. Enterprise plans can get email encryption via API too.
Okay, beyond these 5 core platforms, what cross-cutting capabilities does Brevo offer? Thinking about things like general account administration, security settings, and overall support that apply across the entire suite.
Right, these platform-wide features are critical for any business using the suite, especially larger ones or agencies. Brevo's commitment to compliance and offering robust support options is evident, although, as we'll reiterate, there are those important considerations regarding their strict deliverability policies.
How does account administration work, especially for teams?
For command administration and user management, they offer multi-user access. This might be a paid add-on for lower tiers, but is typically included in the higher tiers, business enterprise. You can set up user roles and permissions to assign different levels of access to different team members. Example, marketing manager, sales rep, support agent.
What about for agencies or larger companies?
For enterprises or agencies, they offer sub-account management, allowing you to manage multiple client accounts under one main agency account. There are also features like sub-organization groups and centralized IP domain management available on the enterprise plan. The main dashboard is also a customizable homepage dashboard, so you can see the info most relevant to you. Billing-wise, they support things like adding a PO number for invoices, Business Plus, offer pay-as-you-go credits for things like SMS or extra emails, accept multiple payment methods, and generally operate on a no-contract basis for most plans.
Let's talk security, compliance, and that deliverability point again.
For security, compliance, and deliverability, they are fully GDPR compliant, offering tools like double opt-in forms and consent management features. They also offer extended retention of message logs for compliance purposes. For security, higher plans, Enterprise Plus, get access to single sign-on SSO using SAML protocols. And of course, they fully support email authentication standards like SPF, DKIM, and DMRs.
In deliverability, the 99% rate and the strict policing.
Right. Brevo promotes a 99% email delivery rate for its platform overall. You can get a dedicated IP address, either as a paid add-on or included with enterprise plans, for more control over your sending reputation. But, as we discussed, the key consideration is their strict, highly automated system for policing bounce and complaint rates. User reports on forums like Reddit suggest this can sometimes lead to account suspensions, even for a perceived minor list hygiene issues. It's a potential risk you need to weigh. The system aims for high overall deliverability, but can be unforgiving if your list quality dips. On the plus side, for legitimate senders, paid plans generally have no daily sending limit.
That's a really important trade-off to understand. What are the trade-offs of Brevo's stricter deliverability policing? It sounds like a double-edged sword.
It really is. The upside of the strict policing is, theoretically, higher system integrity for all users who are sharing IP addresses. By quickly removing potentially problematic senders, Brevo aims to protect the reputation of those shared IPs, which could lead to better overall deliverability rates for everyone else on them.
Okay, that makes sense for the platform overall, but the downside?
The downside is for the individual user. It means there's much less room for error. If your list hygiene isn't absolutely perfect from day one, or if you happen to acquire contacts through a method that results in higher complaint rates, even if unintentional, Brevo's automated system might quickly flag your account. This could potentially lead to warnings, temporary sending blocks, or even permanent suspension in some cases. It definitely places a higher onus on the user to maintain a pristine list and sending practices, whereas a platform like Aweber seems to provide more tools and guidance for self-management, but might be less automatically punitive for minor infractions.
How's their support if you run into issues or just need guidance?
For support and educational resources, they offer multilingual customer support via standard channels, email, and live chat. Phone support is also available, but typically reserved for customers on the higher tier business or enterprise plans. Support is generally available 24/7.
Any dedicated support for bigger clients?
Yes. Enterprise plan subscribers usually get a dedicated Customer Success Manager, CSM. This person provides strategic guidance, personalized onboarding, technical assistance, and often comes with guaranteed response times for support requests. They also offer tailored onboarding services for larger teams.
What about self-service?
They have a comprehensive help center knowledge base, the Brevo Academy, which offers free online courses on digital marketing and using their platform, a community forum for peer-to-peer help, the dedicated developer portal we mentioned, and a public platform status page to check for any ongoing system issues.
And finally, how does Brevo connect with the vast ecosystem of other business tools out there? Integrations are key.
Yes, with over 150 official integrations, Brevo aims for extensive connectivity. It's all about enabling seamless data flow between Brevo and the other tools in your tech stack and allowing you to build automated workflows that span multiple applications.
What are some key native integrations?
They have strong native plugins and key integrations covering major categories. For e-commerce, Shopify, WooCommerce, PrestaShop, BigCommerce, Magento. For CMS, WordPress, Webflow, Wix, Elementor. For CRM, Salesforce, HubSpot, Pipedrive, Zoho CRM. For advertising, Google Ads, Facebook Lead Ads, payment processors like Stripe and PayPal, help desk tools like Zendesk and Intercom, social platforms like Instagram, lead gen and forms tools like Typeform, Gravity Forms, Jotform, and productivity tools like Google Sheets or Calendly, plus analytics like Google Analytics. And if the tool you use isn't on that list, then you rely on the no-code automation platforms. Brevo has full support for both Zapier and Make, which used to be called Integromat. These platforms act as intermediaries, connecting Brevo to literally thousands of other web applications, allowing you to build custom automations between them.
How do you manage all these connections?
Brevo provides a centralized My Integrations dashboard within your account. From there, you can see all your active connections, edit their settings, view sync status and history, manually trigger a data sync if needed, or deactivate or delete integrations you no longer use. Specific integrations often support features like contact full sync, one-click product import from e-commerce stores, and transactional order sync.
Okay, wow. We've taken a really deep dive into Aweber and Brevo individually. That's a lot of information. Now, let's try to connect the dots. Let's highlight some key comparisons head-to-head so you can really see how they stack up side by side for your specific needs.
Exactly. This is where we synthesize all that detail and try to identify those subtle but sometimes really important distinctions that could make all the difference in choosing the right platform for you.
Let's start right at the top, their core philosophies and who they're really trying to help. What's the fundamental difference in their approach, would you say?
I'd say Aweber, the veteran, has really evolved from being just an email marketing platform. It's now clearly positioned as more of a one-stop shop, specifically focused on small businesses and content creators. The emphasis is on ease of use, robust automation, especially now with workflows, and increasingly enabling direct monetization through e-commerce. It feels like an email plus solution, expanding outwards from that core.
And in Brevo?
Brevo, on the other hand, is the aggressive challenger. It was conceived from the start, especially post-rebrand, as a true all-in-one suite. Remember those 5 interconnected platforms: marketing, sales, conversations, data, API. It targets a broader spectrum, from SMBs lured by the generous free plan, right up to enterprises needing the CDP and advanced features. Brevo aims to be a comprehensive business operating system, potentially replacing several other tools.
Their pricing models are quite different too, aren't they? Especially regarding how they handle contacts. We touched on this, but if you're focused purely on rapid list growth, does that unlimited contacts approach from Brevo give it a significant edge?
It certainly can, yes. For pure list growth, especially if you're not initially sending massive volumes of email, Brevo's unlimited contacts on most plans can definitely be an advantage. It allows you to grow your database without seeing your monthly bill immediately skyrocket based just on subscriber count. You pay more as your sending volume increases or if you need premium features.
Whereas
Aweber uses the more traditional subscriber-based tiered pricing model. Your plan cost is directly tied to the number of subscribers you have, and your email sending allowance is usually a multiple of that subscriber count, like 10x or 12x. They also have those separate transaction fees on their e-commerce features. So with Aweber, your costs will generally scale up directly as your list size grows, even if your sending frequency is low. It really depends on your priorities. Is list size your main growth metric, or is it send volume and feature access?
AI is a big buzzword for both platforms now. How do their actual AI integrations compare? Do they seem to emphasize different aspects or uses of AI?
They both leverage AI quite heavily, but maybe with slightly different focuses. Aweber's AI integration feels very pervasive across the platform. It focuses heavily on content creation, the writing assistant, the subject line suggestions, that impressive automated newsletter assistant. It also applies AI quite broadly to list management, A/B testing optimization, overall campaign performance analysis, and even managing integrations. The goal seems to be significantly reducing manual effort and driving efficiency across the board.
And Brevo's AI, Aura.
Brevo's Aura AI also handles subject lines and content generation, similar to Aweber. Its unique email AI feature is perhaps that predictive sending capability, optimizing send times per individual. Beyond email, Brevo uses AI in other parts of its suite for the live chat summaries and conversations, for contact enrichment in the sales platform, and they offer AI-powered segmentation, though that's usually on the highest enterprise tier, so maybe a slight difference in emphasis. Aweber is very focused on AI for content and workflow optimization, while Brevo highlights AI for predictive sending and enhancing customer interactions in chat and sales.
Okay, let's talk automation again. We established Aweber has significantly upgraded with workflows. Are they now truly on par with Brevo's historically strong and advanced automation capabilities, especially now that Aweber has things like split paths?
That's a great question. Aweber's made significant strides here, no doubt. Their evolution to workflows with a visual editor, the introduction of split paths for dynamic conditional journeys, built-in A/B testing directly within those workflows, plus features like RSS-triggered emails and content amplification automations. This package really addresses the main criticisms of their older, more linear autoresponder system.
So have they caught up to Brevo?
Brevo has long had a highly sophisticated visual workflow builder, known for its flexibility with IFLS conditions, precise time delays, A/B testing of different workflow paths, extensive pre-built scenario templates, and its ability to integrate multi-channel actions, email, SMS, push easily. I would say Aweber has certainly closed the gap significantly. With split paths and integrated testing, Aweber is now much more competitive in offering complex, behavior-driven automation sequences. Whether it's exactly on par might depend on very specific advanced use cases, but for most users needing sophisticated automation, Aweber is now a very strong contender in this area.
If we look at the overall breadth of their suites, how do they really differ in their all-in-one promise? Which one is truly more all-in-one for different types of business needs? It seems Brevo covers more categories.
Brevo definitely covers more distinct categories of business function with its 5 dedicated platforms. Aweber started as email first and has been expanding outwards intelligently. It's become an email plus solution, now very strong in email marketing, landing pages, AI assistance, deep integrations, and importantly, those direct e-commerce and monetization features built right in. Aweber is arguably more all-in-one if your core business revolves around email, content creation, and selling directly to that audience.
Brevo's suite.
Brevo's suite is structurally broader, encompasses marketing, sales with that full-fledged CRM, conversations for live chat, chatbots in the unified inbox, the sophisticated customer data platform, CDP for deep analytics, and the extensive API. Brevo is positioned as a potential replacement for multiple disparate tools, your email platform, your CRM, your live chat software, maybe even some analytics tools.
So a key functional difference is the CRM and CDP.
Exactly. Brevo offers a full CRM and at the higher end, a CDP, which Aweber doesn't have in the same dedicated way, though Aweber's contact management and segmentation are quite advanced. On the flip side, Aweber has those strong native e-commerce capabilities built directly into its core platform, allowing creators and small businesses to sell products and subscriptions seamlessly from landing pages, which is a powerful advantage for direct monetization without needing complex integrations. Brevo relies more on integrating with external e-commerce platforms for deep sales data.
Deliverability and compliance are critical for both. We've discussed the nuances, Aweber's tools versus Brevo's strict policing. What's the key takeaway difference in how they manage this for users?
Both platforms clearly place a strong emphasis on compliance, CAN-SPAM GDPR, and provide the essential technical tools for deliverability, SPF, DKIM, DMARC, setup help, bounce management. The key difference lies in their enforcement philosophy and additional features. Aweber provides extra value, like the accessibility widget for WCAG compliance. And while they explicitly state they can't be used for direct list cleaning services, they provide all the diagnostic tools and guidance for users to manage list hygiene themselves, seemingly with a bit more leniency before punitive action. Brevo, conversely, is known for that very strict, highly automated system policing bounce and complaint rates. While this likely benefits overall platform deliverability by maintaining high standards, it carries that potential risk of account suspensions for users who might have minor or unintentional list hygiene issues. It puts a greater burden on the Brevo user to be meticulous from the start. Brevo does offer dedicated IPs for more control, but that also means more direct responsibility for your sending reputation. Finally, let's talk about user experience and developer flexibility. Are there any major distinctions here, perhaps regarding ease of use versus raw power or the polish of the interface? This is often subjective, but based on their positioning and user feedback, there are some perceived differences. Aweber consistently emphasizes ease of use. Their interface, drag-and-drop builders, and overall feature set are often praised for being intuitive and relatively simple to learn, even with advanced capabilities now. They also offer that strong API documentation and direct engineering support, signaling good flexibility for developers who need it.
And Brevo's experience.
Brevo has an undeniably powerful backend and a very broad feature set across its suite. However, some user reports suggest potential UI friction in specific areas, like the email editor sometimes being perceived as buggy or less intuitive for complex designs compared to competitors. And regarding the developer API, while extensive, some developers have mentioned encountering occasional technical debt, perhaps outdated documentation examples, or minor implementation quirks that require a bit more effort to work around. So there might be a slight paradox between power and usability. With Brevo, for some users, incredibly strong capabilities, but potentially a steeper learning curve or less overall polish in certain interface areas compared to Aweber's focus on simplicity.
Okay, that brings us to the really practical part. Our final strategic recommendations for you, our listener, based on everything we've unpacked today. Who should choose which platform?
All right, let's try to distill it down. If you're an SMB owner or a solopreneur,
What's the verdict?
if your primary focus is really strong email marketing combined with building a solid web presence, landing pages, forms, and crucially, selling directly to your audience, the digital products, subscription services, and you value significant AI assistance for content creation in an easy-to-use package, then Aweber might be your go-to. Its robust email creation tools, the newly enhanced workflows, and that integrated e-commerce are a powerful combination. You can definitely leverage its free and light plans fully to get started and grow effectively.
But if you need more than that,
However, if you're specifically seeking a broader, truly all-in-one solution that integrates your sales process, CRM, and maybe even customer service, live chat, unified inbox, directly with your email marketing, you really value that unlimited contacts feature for list building, then Brevo offers exceptional value, especially on its free and starter plans. Just be prepared to potentially navigate some UI quirks here and there, and be extra diligent about maintaining your list hygiene due to their stricter policies.
okay, what about for the growth stage marketing manager who's looking to scale operations and sophistication?
For that role, Aweber Plus becomes a very solid choice. It grants full access to their advanced features, behavioral automation, granular segmentation, detailed reporting, including RPRPME. You'd want to really leverage the new workflows with split paths and the built-in A/B testing to optimize your funnels scientifically and understand exactly what's driving revenue from your email efforts.
Or the Brevo alternative?
Brevo Business is the comparable tier there. It unlocks unlimited marketing automation contacts, A/B testing across both campaigns and workflows, more detailed analytics like heat maps, and gives you fuller access to their integrated sales, CRM, and conversations platforms. For a growth marketer, focusing on utilizing the Brevo Tracker script for sophisticated website behavior-based automations and leveraging that unified view of the customer journey across marketing, sales, and support would be key.
And finally, for the enterprise evaluator looking at large-scale deployment, maybe replacing multiple existing systems.
For the enterprise level, both platforms actually have compelling enterprise options. Aweber Unlimited offers very high-volume sending capacity and the full suite of comprehensive features, backed by personalized account management. It's ideal for large organizations prioritizing a sophisticated, email-centric marketing approach combined with strong web presence tools and direct monetization, where ease of use for large teams might still be a factor.
And Brevo Enterprise.
Brevo Enterprise brings its heavy hitters to the table. This includes the full Customer Data Platform, CDP, for deep customer intelligence, enterprise-grade security features like SSO/SAML integration, and advanced administrative controls for managing complex organizational structures or subaccounts. For an enterprise evaluator considering Brevo, we would strongly recommend rigorous testing of their API if custom integration is planned, and a very careful evaluation of their deliverability policies against your company's specific risk tolerance and list acquisition practices given those user reports. However, the potential for significant cost consolidation by replacing multiple point solutions, email, CRM, chat, CDP, with the single Brevo suite is a major potential driver for choosing them at the enterprise level. Excellent breakdown. So, as you, our listener, are charting your digital course, whether you ultimately pick Aweber or Brevo, maybe remember this final thought.
The real power of any marketing platform, honestly, isn't just in the sheer number of features it boasts on a checklist. It's really in your ability day in and day out to consistently leverage its capabilities, whichever one you choose to truly understand, connect with, and evolve alongside your audience. The tool is just that, a tool. So the question to ponder is, what will be your next bold move in genuinely listening to your customers and adapting your strategy for maximum impact using the platform you have?